Alright guys, Mark Antimate here. Welcome back to the channel. I am your host for this evening. I'm getting ready to do a recovery run, and this recovery run is actually quite a long one. You can almost call it a long run, but it's a long one. This one is going to be 8 kilometers and or 5 miles. And I decided to take you guys on a new course today. So I decided, because I wanted to show you guys something new, I decided that I'm going to take you through Inage-kaigan. This is Tokyo Bay, and I'm going to take you guys along the beach, along Tokyo Bay. It is a day with overcast and rain. It had just finished raining, and it's kind of drizzling out here just a little bit. It might drizzle for about the next 10 minutes or so, and then it's supposed to stop. I need to really be careful because I have this DJI Osmo Pocket 3, which I'm using right now to record this run with. And if you guys know or don't know, this thing is not dust and water resistant. So I really need to be careful around water, rain, with this thing. But today's going to be a special day because I'm taking you guys on a whole new course that I've never taken you on before, and I'm recording this video using the Nike Vomero 17. These are shoes that I have not used in so long. Let me go ahead and point this camera to the ground. Look at these things. I had cleaned these things up so that I can sell them on the internet. They're in really good condition. They're at approximately about 165 kilometers, so there's a whole lot of life left inside of these shoes. The problem is, if I could just put the camera back on me for a second, the problem is nobody is buying these things, unfortunately. You know, I got them sitting out here on a Japanese selling website called Mercari for less than half the price of what they cost brand new. I think I paid like 16,000 Japanese yen for them. I'm trying to sell them for like 7,000 Japanese yen inside of this very good condition, cleaned up. You know, they're sparkling white. Nobody's bitten the bullet on this for, I had these things posted for like the last 3 months now. Could have been longer. So I just decided just to put them on, and I'm just gonna wear them is what I'm gonna do. So anyways, let's go ahead and get this run started because this is a long one, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna have enough battery to do this. So first thing that we're gonna do, we got our Nike Run Club app started. We're gonna go ahead and hit the start button on this, and then we're gonna go to Strava and we're gonna start that just for an emergency. I've already stretched, already warmed up, all of that stuff. I can't say that I'm looking forward to this at all. You know, I was thinking that this was going to be a 5K. I had no idea that this was going to be an 8K run today. That's not a recovery run. I mean, it is when you're training for a marathon, right? But I like wussy runs, you know? I like them low mileage. You know, I want to be wined and dined. I want to be taken care of, man. I want my feet feeling nice and crispy, like I just got out of the massage parlor. Anyways, 8K. And I think I'm going to be running out of precious light. It's already past 5 o'clock. It is now 5:35. I got an hour until sundown. But the problem with that hour until sundown is that it's an overcast day. You know, it's been raining, so it might get darker sooner than what it normally would because the clouds are completely blocking out the sun. Oh, man. All right. You know, It's runs like this that make the runner what they are. Consistency and integrity. Doing the things that are necessary. Doing what you need to do when nobody's looking, which is the right thing, and getting it done. You know, I complain and I moan and groan, but I know end of the day, I'm gonna do the run and I just have to get her done. That's what she said. Whew. All right, so we're not at Tokyo Bay yet. We're running on this trail that's gonna lead us there. Look at this boy playing around on his bicycle in front of me. So we're running on this non-car trail right now. There's a very good sidewalk to cycle down, to run down. It's about 1 kilometer in length. And you got these trees lining the sidewalk. It's comfortable. It's comfortable. How long is it going to take me to get to Tokyo Bay? To get to the beach? I mean, you guys see me run by the beach many times, but just over there at Chiba Port is what you may have seen inside of previous videos. But I'm taking you guys to the beach proper, where there's like, you know, sand, stuff like that. People go swimming over here. And I got some good stories about this place. I've been coming to this beach since roughly, let's say 2008. Could have been 2009, but let's say 2008. Can't even count how many years that is. 12 plus another 7. 19. Wow. Yeah. I hope my math is good. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. 2008 till 2015. 25, sorry, not 2015 to 2025. Man. All right, you guys can edit out all those mistakes, can't you? Yeah, just pretend I didn't say none of that stuff. All right. All right, let's try this one last time. Do this math right. You got 10 years inside of last decade. That makes 10. We're halfway inside of this one, so that's 17 years, man. All right. I messed that up big time. You guys can tell that I failed math. But I'm good at English, though. All right. I can't wait to get to this beach because I got a history with this beach, and I want to show you guys some places, and I want to tell the stories, man. There's stories involved with this. Let me go ahead, put this lovely camera on me for a little bit. You guys are noticing that I'm running without my trademark baseball cap today. You know, I usually run with my baseball cap on backwards. And I know you guys don't watch every single one of my videos. And I know that you guys don't watch them all the way through to the very end. So if you're watching this, chances are you don't know the story behind that cap. Those caps, I wear multiple caps. You know, when one is sweaty, and inside the washing machine, then I pull out another one and wear it on the next day's run. But the story of why I wear those caps, whether when I cut my head bald, when I'm bald, not bald, I got hair, don't have hair, irregardless, I run hard, or I run easy and I run for a long time, but I sweat. And I wear that baseball cap on backwards to have that little band on the back, the adjustment band, the sizing band. I use that as a catch for sweat, to keep the sweat off of my eyes, out of my eyes. So that's why I wear that. And then, twofold, there's another reason why I wear that. If I happen to go out and it's a sunny day and it turns to overcast fairly quickly, and by, surprise, it just starts raining outside, then I flip that cap around forward and I use the visor to keep the rain out of my eyes so that I can see where I'm going when I'm running. Even on a sunny day when it's not raining, if I happen to run, I don't really run at high noon, but if I'm running early in the morning, it could get fairly bright outside. So I put that thing to use as a visor to keep the sun out of my eyes. Man, this DJI is something else. It's not like carrying around a mirrorless camera or DSLR or something like that, right? Those things are so big and bulky that when you're doing selfie videos with them, you got all eyes on you like Tupac. People are just gawking at you like, what is he doing? What is he saying? Even as small as this DJI Osmo Pocket 3 is, people see me running with this, gripping it inside of my hand like this, pointing it at myself, looking at the camera, talking to the camera. People are passing me on bicycles, looking at me like I'm crazy, man. Am I crazy? Is that really how it goes, man? I mean, maybe just a little bit, but all right. Maybe next time I should say something real smart, like, hey man, why don't you take a picture? It'll last you longer. Something cool like that. Something like that. I'm trying to think of what path I want to take you on. All right. So here is a splitting path, and I got to make a judgment call on whether I'm going to go straight or to the right. So you could stay on this sidewalk and loop around all the way to the right there. Or you can go down this little miniature path, and I'm going to get on the beach a little bit earlier than what I normally would. Yeah, I think I made the best choice, especially thematic-wise for this video, because I got things over here that I can show you. I may or may not have showed it off the side of another video, but I'm getting ready to pass the Aqua Rink. At least I think that's what it's called. The Aqua Rink is a ice skating rink that's right along the coast that people inside this local area go to do ice skating. It's a full-on hockey-size length rink. So we're coming this way. These people that are passing me now, they work inside of factories. They live inside the immediate area. They just got off from work, and so now they're walking home. All right. Girl wasn't even paying attention to what she's doing. She almost walked right into me, looking down at the ground, doing a whole bunch of nothing. Think you got some factories there. All right. I'm wondering if I should cross the street to show you guys this rink. I mean, if the light was changing, sure, but I'm not gonna wait for that thing. I'm just gonna go on my way, and I'll show you guys the vicinity of where it's located. But yeah, maybe I could have walked past or just walked aside the entrance just to show it to you guys real quick, but you know, that's too much out of my way. It'll destroy my run. I'm just getting started inside of this thing. Harley Davidson motorcycles over there. Sometimes I see that place open, but a lot of times I don't. Right now it's closed down. It's past 5. I don't know, maybe it closes at 5, but I just don't know when that place is open. Harley Davidson Makohari. I might be wrong about this. You guys see that big tower that's white with the blue top sticking out of the sky? I think that thing is the incinerator for this ward, for Inage ward. I think they pick up all the trash and I think they take it over there and they burn it. I'm just speculating. I think that's an incinerator. Somebody may have told me that some years ago, or I may have found out some years ago. I could be wrong about all this stuff. I've been here too long, so my memory's a little bit hazy and bad. It's foggy. Oh, I see some nice sunset over there by the beach. You guys can't see it just yet. You'll see it when I get there and when I round the corner and I'm actually running alongside the beach. I'm looking at it right now and it's amazing. It's starting to clear up. So it shouldn't run anymore. It shouldn't run anymore. It shouldn't rain anymore. I'm running right now. Behind those trees is the Aqua Rink. But this is actually the backside to it. The entrance is on the complete opposite side. All right. I'm gonna pull some illegal maneuvers here and cross the street. Got all kinds of cars coming, but when they stop, I'm gonna go ahead and cross. So, also inside of that Aqua Rink building, over there on the corner, that's a very nice restaurant where my finger is, doing a little circle around it, the little part on the side. That's a really nice restaurant where you can get some karaage chicken and or some French fries, curry rice, you know, basic Japanese style fast food. And the price is affordable, taste is delicious. You know, when you're going over there to do some computer work or you're just relaxing, it's a good place to relax at. So we're trying to cross this road and we're waiting for all these cars. So as soon as this last one passes, just gonna safely cross. And then I gotta safely cross a whole nother road. All right. I'm looking left, looking right. I'm good. All right. So now we're at the entrance to the beach, like the main, not the main entrance, but you know, we're at the far side entrance. Over there to the left, at least I can't see it on this small monitor, that whole area is aligned with factories and docks. That's where a lot of manufacturing happens. things are brought into port and brought all around the Kanto area. All kinds of ships are out there right now. And we're getting ready to run up here. Hey, I remembered I was telling you guys about the cap that I wear. I actually forgot it at home today. That's why I'm running with my bald head right now. I hope you guys can see all those factories just all over the place in those ships. All right, we got some fields up here. I might actually run up here on the grass just so that I can show you. This is the place that I wanted to explain for a while. Over there, you can see Tokyo. You can see Tokyo Sky Tree sticking up, the shadow of it. Oh man, this is steep. Can I get up there? Whew. You got a soccer field here. This was a practice ground for the Ireland team during the World Cup. When there was a joint World Cup between Japan and Korea, I don't remember what year that was. I think it was 2002. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. It could have been 1998, but I believe it was 2002 if I'm not wrong. This is one of the practice grounds for the Ireland team. And then I'm getting ready to show you the other practice ground for the Irish team. Now, that other practice ground is open to the public. I mean, this is too. But the other practice ground is open to the public. And I belong to a soccer circle, Inage-kaigan Football Club. And they play every Saturday here at this beach, Inage-kaigan International, which has been renamed to Sunset Beach. They play here every Saturday from 2 o'clock until 5 o'clock in the evening. And it's good times. And they've been playing. They've been together since 2002. Right until after the World Cup. You know, they opened that to the public where people could play on that. I'm going to come up here real quick. I forget what these things are called. They're called silverfish. You know, those things that look like sea roaches. They come up on the side of the beach. They love coming up here. There's like a little light tower. I don't know what it's called. This thing goes out into the sea. Yeah, man, I don't like these sea roaches. These things be scaring me. I've already seen one. Sometimes they get big. They move fast too, but luckily they run inside the opposite direction. Like when I come, they don't run towards you. They run in the opposite direction, so not too much to fear. That's Makohari over there, Sunset, and then you got Odaiba just right across the way over there. And hopefully you guys can see, because I can't see it on my monitor, but Tokyo Sky Tree, the world's second tallest structure as it currently stands in 2005, is over there. And what destroyed the ground over here and made it all uneven and unleveled is that Fukushima earthquake that happened in 2011. Did a lot of this. It was never my intention to run out here to this lighthouse, but I'm glad that I did. You know, I'll go ahead and touch grass and turn around and go back the opposite way. You can even climb up this thing. I'm not gonna do it, but I've did it before. I'm not gonna do it because I have this DJI inside of my hands. Yeah, that's beautiful out there. All right, so let's go back the opposite way. Look at that city, Makohari. Really nice shopping area, nice business area. Sea roaches on the ground. Woo! 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 Some scary stuff right there, man. All right. And I really got to be careful because it's sprinkling over here along the beach. And I don't want my thing to get wet. They got a little thing out there that goes out into the water where they set up a bar and they sell drinks during the summertime, places to sit, and DJs are out there. And this sand, which doesn't look like much at the immediate moment, all of this white sand was imported in from Mexico. And it took them about 2 years, could have been 3 years, but it took them about 2 years to place all this stuff down. You can't see that it's white sand right now because it's all wet and moist, giggity. So it's darker than what it usually would be. Now, I need to make sure that this thing stays nice and dry, this DJI Osmo Pocket, because it's sprinkling, man. It's not that good. Go down this way. There it goes one more time. All right. Stay running underneath these big trees. Hopefully it'll block some of that water from falling on my camera. All right. They're really reinvigorating this beach. They're tearing down structures out here. They're building new structures. They got glamping grounds out here. That's like beautiful, luxurious camping with tents with electricity inside of them. I mean, I don't do the glamping stuff, but Japanese girls, they're really into that feminine stuff. They want the feminine experience. No, sorry, they want the masculine experience, but done in the feminine way. So they have glamping tents that are already made, kind of hard structure-ish, electricity inside, lights inside. So all you do is just spend the night outdoors, but inside of a tent that has all the amenities. Japanese girls are really into that. But that's out here. Maybe I'll run past that and show you guys that. Because that would be a sight to see, to show off something on the video. And don't worry, you guys will know the location of this because I said the name about 100 times inside the video. This is called Inage-kaigan, recently renamed to Inage Sunset Beach. You can look it up on Google and you'll be able to find it. And you'll be able to find all of these areas that I'm showing you. If you're inside of Tokyo and you want to make a getaway to Tokyo Bay, where you have camping, you have barbecue, you have a museum out here, you have beach, you have DJs, you have a bar, you have a soccer field, you have a floral museum, all of that stuff is out here. And I almost forgot about that. You have a large size swimming pool that's only open during 2 months of the year, July and August. But that's a super gigantic pool. Everybody comes there with their families to swim. I swim inside of the ocean over there because it's free. Other people, they swim inside of that pool because they got family and kids. They don't want them drowning out inside the ocean. They got a water slide back there, all kinds of stuff, giant water slides. That is a big water park. Vendors come out here inside of food trucks and line up this street during the summertime and sell food, all kinds of nice stuff. This is the beach center. They just recently built this. This is new restrooms. They got an AED, they got a medical center inside of there. They got lockers, and they got toilets, and they got showers. So that is the full spectrum. They just recently finished building that. And there used to be a building over here underneath these palm trees, and they destroyed that. And they're just rebuilding all this stuff up. Here goes another entrance for the beach. Usually I like to run straight towards Makuhari, but I usually lose my cell phone signal out there, and it messes with my Strava and my Nike Run Club. So to be honest with you, I really don't like to go running straight, and I'm gonna go around today. I'm not gonna run straight through there, but yeah, just letting you know. All right, let's come up here. I'm gonna show you where the DJs usually are. All right, let's get this thing aligned. Try not to slip on this sand. There goes the beach. There goes the beach going towards Makuhari. And you got steps on either side, or you could just walk or wheelchair your way up. Got all these nice places that you could sit, these benches out here. This is a whole new structure that sits over the water. So in the summertime, this is where the DJ booth would be, and the bar where they would sell the drinks. Look at all this stuff. Beautiful views, man. Sunset Beach. So last year they had Dimitri from Paris out here spinning house music. I really wanted to go to that because he was one of the inspiration DJs that got me into the art of DJing. I bought his album Dimitri from Paris in the House on Defected Records. That was one of the most influential records that I've ever listened to. And I pretty much became a DJ because of him, Tony Humphries, Masters at Work. Those four. And I say four because Masters at Work is Kenny Dope and Louis Vega. But yeah, he was out here last summer. But he was just one of the people DJing during a Fool's Day event. And yeah, that ticket was expensive. It was like 8,000 yen. I didn't think it was worth the price. If it was 6,000 yen or less, 6,000 yen still would have been steep, but I wanted it to be less. Because he was the only good name that was on the billing. The other DJs, I had no clue who they were. So to pay 8,000 just to see Dimitri, and he's probably spinning for like 2 hours, and then all those other guys have to get their turn to spin, you know, I'm not sure if it would have been worth it just to listen to him for 2 hours. If he was spinning for 8 hours, yeah, I probably would have paid that 8,000 yen. But just to listen to him for a short period of time, no. I might have to dive inside a shop because it's raining out here, which is not supposed to be. Let me show you where I play soccer real quick, and then I'm going to turn off the camera, and I'll have to join you guys another time. But this is a good place to either end the video or cut to when it stops raining. This is the ground that was made for the Ireland soccer team. It's only open Saturday and Sunday. And like I said, my people come out here every Saturday from 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock and play. Always on the right side of the field. So you can come out here for that. Yeah, this was the Irish practice ground. Very nice. Very nice. They keep the grass cut and nice. These are the restrooms here. straight ahead is the parking lot for, over there, that's the parking lot for the swimming pool. Going over here, you got this sign up. You have glamping and barbecue grounds and a cafe and an ethical shop over here. This whole area is called Small Planet. Let me see if I can run through here and show you guys a little something. Because I was telling you about the glamping experience, but you got to actually see what these tents look like. You're going to be surprised. You're like, oh, people are staying in that? There goes one of the tents right there. 2, 3, 4, 5. So you got these tents, you got a table out there, a barbecue pit inside the center. These are sturdy tents that stay up all year round. Irregardless of whether they're letting you stay inside of these tents all year round, the tents stay up. It's not something that's tore down at the end of summer. They stay there. And you got all these other structures out here. Yeah, there's a lot of tents. I'm looking at them right now. There's a toilet and a shower right there. That could be a smoking pit. I don't know what that is. Here goes some more. Look at that. You got the lights. You got all those nice seats out there. Look at all those glamping tents. Small Planet Camp and Grill. Okay, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 tents at least that I could see. Something else is over there. Is there anything else over here that I want to show you guys? Maybe the barbecue pits. And then I want to show you guys the Floral Museum, which has been renovated. They had that place closed down for a year and opened that up. So obviously nobody's working over here right now, but there's a place where you sit out here and eat. And this is the main building. There's a shop inside of there. Yeah, it says the reception, information, toilet, shower, forest area. A lot of stuff inside of there. Main office, trash, and firewood. Really nice and well put together for the people that like this kind of stuff. I wouldn't ever stay here unless, you know, I had a girlfriend that wanted to come over here and stay, but me personally by myself, no. I would do the proper build a tent, sleep inside of it. I'm that kind of guy. All right. So I'm going to take you guys to this Floral Museum, which is closed, but I can show it to you from the outside. It's a very nice place to stay and see some all kinds of flora and fauna inside of like a greenhouse glass building. 500 yen to enter, I believe. Man, I'm just taking you guys out on a tour. A tour of Inage-kaigan, Tokyo Bay. These are all barbecue grills here. I think this is a back entrance to the Floral Museum, but because it's after 5 o'clock, it's closed. But at least I can show you guys the building. Hopefully I can see it from this gate, because it's a spectacle. That's a spectacle. We could barely see it, so I'm going to show you guys from another angle. They even have flowers out here. This is really nice out here. Nice condominium right there, right across the way. You may be able to see the glass building a little bit, peeping out through them trees. I'm gonna see if I can go around to the back side and let you guys get that full vision, that full eyesight view of that. I ought to go over there and get some water. They had some sinks over there. Just lean my head inside of that bad boy, take some sips. They got ponds out here. People come out here, walk their dogs. Water's looking kind of dirty and dingy right now. You got the clock, sun clock out here. This is one of the entrances, not the main entrance, but one of the entrances. That's what that looks like. During spring and high summer, them flowers definitely look a lot better than that. It's just, we're in between seasons right now. We're in the rainy season, so some new flowers will be blooming. Here we go. Look at this structure. This thing is massive. This is the Floral Museum. Absolutely amazing. And it's larger than what you think on the inside. There's big trees and all kinds of stuff inside of there. You gotta go see that. And there's all kinds of plants and stuff out here. Nice flowers and things, but all the good stuff that you need to see, you gotta pay that 500 yen and go on the inside and see that. But there it is right there. And that's only part of the building. They have another part over there that we can kind of barely see, but it's sticking out. But that's the main attraction. All right, I'm gonna continue along on my way. All right, the rain has let up a little bit because it was getting ready to kill my camera over there when I was on the beach. It needs to hurry up and stop in totality because I definitely don't want this thing breaking. I paid 70,000 Japanese yen for this. Whew. It's way too much money for this thing to break just out on a trip. One trip inside of light rain. Toilets. Telling you guys, man, this area is very well put together. The park, they got a park out here that I haven't even showed you that was behind these trees. It was over there by the glamping section, but super gigantic park. Whenever the soccer field is being renovated, like they're replanting grass for 1 month out of the year, because you know we tear up the grass inside of our shoes, so they replant the grass, make it all nice and beautiful again, and renovate the field. So when it's closed that 1 month out of the year, then we usually just play on this big park out here. The park is so big, about 1,000 people could play soccer. There's so much space. And here goes a small park. If you got a family and kids, you got that crazy structure that kids can climb on over there. Just watch after them, make sure that they don't get hurt. The park that I was talking about over there is just a super gigantic open field. This is a children's playground park. There's a museum over here inside of this area. We're not gonna go over there. Dang it, am I gonna go over there? No, I'm not gonna go over there. There's a museum over there. Look at this, more restrooms. They make sure that they got the accommodations to handle a multitude of people. I'm running real slow, guys, because my mind is on giving you guys this tour, but I'm enjoying it, man. I'm enjoying it. Once I definitely turn off this camera for good, then that's when I'll start getting in my good running, start paying attention to my form. Right now, I'm just shuffling, talking, having a good time with you, enjoying myself. Let's see. Oh man, we're already at 4.5 kilometers. I tell you what, time flies when you're having fun. Time truly flies when you're having fun. I thought this was gonna be a grueling 8K. I'm already past the point of no return. Past the point of no return. So I need to think about making my way back to where I started, but I'm gonna loop around, show you guys an area that I haven't showed you yet. The Marinpia Aeon shopping mall, side of that vicinity. If you guys actually live here, you may know the area, but right now I'm just talking out loud. All right. I've been taking you guys the tourist route, telling you about all these things inside of my neighborhood, inside of this area. At the same time, let me tell you about these shoes. These shoes are feeling pretty good right about now. This is true. Mr. Ben Parks of the UK, of London town, he says these shoes are very slappy. You know, they have a big, wide bottom and they just slap the ground and make a lot of noise. Yes, it's true, but they do feel good. You just go along the street, just keep going straight, and this will take you all the way to Makuhari Messe, where the Tokyo Game Show is, the Tokyo Auto Salon, the big hall where you can see all types of different expos is there. Everybody goes there. All right, so crossing this street. Yeah, this run is getting wrapped up. Still got a little bit more I could show you, but it's getting wrapped up. This blue right here is a deaded bicycle lane. We'll run inside the center and not necessarily get on that. Leave that to those bicyclists. Convenience stores all around. Convenience stores inside of Japan are truly convenient, whereas inside of the United States, most of the time a convenience store is attached to a gas station, and those are sporadically spread all about. But convenience stores are, sometimes they could be right across the street from one another here inside of Japan, like literally across the street from one another, or they could be 20 meters away, 50 meters away, 100 meters away from one another. There could be 3 of them inside of one area, 4 inside of one area. They're just all over the place. People frequent them all the time and they spend loads of money inside of there. You know why? Because it's convenient. Got more runners out here. I just nodded my head at them. I look like a husband and wife. All right, let's flip this back around, show my beautiful face again, just to let you know that I'm here. Got my music playing inside the Beats, the Powerbeats Pro 2. Watch my review of that if you haven't already, because runners are out here looking for the best pair of running earbuds that you could possibly buy for your run. And because these are the latest and greatest from Beats, it puts them up there as being a contender of an option that you may be looking at to buy. So watch my review and see if they're worth buying for the purpose of running. If I'm going to put it out there for other purposes, taking the subway in New York City, Hometown, New York, the Bronx, baby, Bronx Bombers. Aaron Judge doing good, man. Great batting average, all them home runs. He's killing it this season. Anyways, I digress. You know, Bronx, baby. All right. I broke my concentration. Yeah, other sports, these may or may not be good. Weightlifting, exceptional. They'll be exceptional for weightlifting. Taking the subway in New York City and Tokyo, you know, places like this, I think they're good. For the purpose of running, they stay inside of your ears without falling out. The only problem, they're good for on the airplane. The biggest problem is the sweat factor. These big stems, they create so much sweat and there's not much breathability. Hold on, there's not much breathability, so the sweat runs down inside of your ear canal. You could get pizza and pasta here. This is called Barry's Cafe. That's been there for decades. Really nice. This is Jun-Tara. This is Indian Nepali restaurant and bar. Great curry inside of there. Both of those places are worth eating at if you haven't eaten at either. But if you're inside of the area, you're coming from the beach, go to Barry's Cafe or Jun-Tara for curry. You go inside of either of those two places, you are not making a mistake. In fact, I can't recommend one over the other. Pretty much just take a coin out of your pocket and flip it, and then let that be the determining factor on where you're gonna go. All right, let's see where we're at now. 5.3 kilometers. So I got just a little bit more than 2 kilometers left to go to finish this recovery run, which I consider 8K a very long recovery run, but that's what we're gonna do. Gotta finish this run, ain't got no choice now. I've been out here doing my thing. Ain't got no choice but to finish. By the time I make it back home, or the start position where I was at, we done. Now, the rain has finally ceased, and I'm running, letting all this nice cool air that's out at twilight hit this DJI Osmo Pocket, because I really need this thing to dry off. I don't want this sucker to break. Sucker is too much money. I paid 70,000 Japanese yen for it, used in a like new condition. That's another story that I could tell you guys. Oh man, I can already feel that sweat running down inside of my ear canal. That is so disgusting. But that's exactly what you're gonna get if you get the Powerbeats Pro 2. So I would highly recommend getting the Beats Fit Pro. Is what you guys need to get with the wing tips. Those that stay inside of your ear, perfect for running. Drowns out the sound on the airplane better than these. Yeah, those are my recommendation, and they're cheaper. All right. So yeah, we need to go ahead and finish up this run. Oh man, I'm running out of things to say, baby. I mean, you guys got any questions for me, let me know. Let me know down inside the comments section, because one thing is for sure, I definitely want to make a comments video in which I read out your comments on video out loud and I reply to them. I think that'll be fantastic, because I got a lot of haters down there. saying a lot of trash, you guys would like to hear my retorts on that. You know, I'm quick-witted. I'm quick with it, and I'm quick-witted. So, you guys want to hear those retorts. Oh, I'm gonna be roasting up all kinds of people. I mean, you don't want to unlock my beast, man. You'll feel my wrath, and I'll have to embarrass you. But for the most part, generally on this channel, most of the people commenting have good things to say, nice things to say. You guys are my friends. I wake up every day looking for new comments to read. Honestly, I don't get much. I don't think I'm connecting with you guys as much as I should be, and as much as I would like to. I'd like to connect with you a lot more. So help me out, man. Tell me what you want me to do, what you'd like to see me do on this channel. And if it's within reason, I'll do it. All right, we're getting ready to run past this shopping mall now. Marinpia. There's a nice little area by Inage-kaigan station. A nice shopping area. A few things to do out here. You got an off house and a hard off place that sells used electronics. Yeah, appliances, clothing, all kinds of stuff inside of there. The nice Aeon supermarket, nice food court. Got gyms all inside of this area. Got a few bars. It's good. I tell you what, if I'd known that I was going to be doing more than 5 kilometers today, I would have probably wore the Super Blast too. But because I didn't know ahead of time, I knew I was doing a recovery run, I just didn't know it was 8K. Had I known, yeah, I would have wore those instead of these, but it's fine. I'm almost done with this. I'll be back soon enough. Let me flip this back around. Now we're coming back into the station. I say coming back. I never showed it off from the get-go, from the beginning of this run. Oh, this is something I got to talk to my American people about. We have Century 21 here. This is for selling and buying houses, construction, purchasing, and management. You know, Century 21 is real estate inside the United States. It's just another real estate agency, name brand real estate agency inside of Japan. Century 21 is a very high class property management firm. Them houses, condominiums that they're trying to sell you out of Century 21 in Japan, them things are expensive. So this is a side entrance for Aeon Mall. This is called Marinpia. Right there you have this place called Choco Crow, St. Mark's Cafe. They make good chocolate crepes and things like that, and confectionery stuff. And you can get some coffee inside of there. Inage-kaigan Station, directly ahead. So we got that there. And this is the main entrance. Hold on. And this is the main entrance for Marinpia right there. You got a coffee shop in there on the second floor. Floor shop right here in the front. All kinds of things inside of that building. Got your usual fast food suspects in here. KFC, Subway, McDonald's, all that stuff. I'm trying to remember where I parked my bicycle. I got another 1.7 kilometers to go. And I don't remember where I parked. All I know is that I got to get back over there. I've just been shuffling this whole run. I could have ran better than this, but it is what it is. I got it done. Nice and safe. No slippage, because you guys know Nike got the best rubber grips. The grip on this, even inside of this wet down here, it ain't going nowhere. Nojima, this is a electronic store. And then you got book off and hard off inside of there. Very good place. All right. Got bicycle parking out here. Condos. It's a very clean area that I'm running through right now. All right. I'm getting there, man. It's been a very good and productive run today. Tomorrow's supposed to be my rest day, but I got my protege who I'm supposed to be taking out running. So I'll do another it'll be a recovery run for me, 5 kilometers. For her, it'll kind of be a recovery run as well, because she is recovering from a runner's knee. She's had this runner's knee for 2 weeks now, and she wants to test the waters to see if it's okay for her to run. If I let her run by herself, I feel she's gonna go ahead and get hurt all over again, because she runs too fast, man. She runs too fast. So I gotta be there to make sure to pace her and make sure that she's running comfortably at a conversational speed, and make sure that she's safe so that she can keep on running to run another day. All right. Hopefully by the time I get to where my bicycle is, it'll be 8 kilometers. I might have to do a little bit of a loop around because I might be a little bit early, but yeah. So tomorrow, supposed to be my rest day, but I'm gonna take this girl out running, help her out. So I'll keep it easy for me, keep it as like a second recovery run. And for her, it's literally a recovery run. She's trying to get her legs back into the motion of running again, but without getting hurt, without hurting her knee and putting too much strain on it. So we're gonna go nice and slow and make sure that she has some good shoes on. We're probably gonna go to Asics Run Tokyo Marunouchi. I'll rent some stability shoes for her, put those bad boys on her, and let her run at a nice, comfortable pace. I can only imagine. I've been with her during interval training, but I haven't been with her during regular runs. But I'm looking at her times on Strava, and they're fast. I have no shame in saying it. She's a new runner, but she's faster than me, way faster than me. I'm looking at her times. I'm like, man, that's fast. But when I think about it, it's probably too fast. She probably starts off faster than what she needs to be. She probably doesn't even warm up into the run, which is exactly the reason why I'm still running today. My last long run, I just put down 28 kilometers. and she's 2 weeks out of action putting down nothing. So, you know, running fast ain't always better. What am I trying to say? You may be running faster, but you ain't winning. I'm the one winning because I'm the one that's still running, safe in the fight, not injured. So it's a hard lesson, but it's a lesson that needs to be learned. And I'll explain these things to her tomorrow. Most of her runs, if it ain't interval training or tempo runs, she needs to be running slow on every single one of her runs. I mean, you guys that are not newbies, you know what you need to do to get better at this game, man. It's not about running fast. It's about the slow increase of your distance, of your mileage, building up endurance, building up strength, building your breathing, you know, getting that under wraps, building up your lungs and things like that. This is a slow man's game. There's no quick winning in this, or no you know, shortcuts to the finish line. Literally and figuratively, there's no shortcuts to the finish line. You got to do things the hard and the grueling way. I told you guys at the very beginning of this run, I told you I didn't even want to be out here doing this today. I thought I was only supposed to do 5, but I got to do 8. But I'm doing it. But I'm doing it smartly. You know, I adjusted at the drop of a dime. I was like, oh, it's 8? Okay, I'm going to do 8. I adjust it. And I'm doing it safely. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. So, I'm going around in circles on this. I just need to have a sit down with her, talk to her, pace her, tell her the truth for what it is. She is a smart girl. She'll understand. And I think she'll absorb the information and she'll adapt and she'll get better. And I can tell you right now, she's going to be better than me because I've already seen the times. I know what she's capable of, but I want her to do it safely so that she can keep getting those times, time and time again. All right, we got 0.8 kilometers left to go. I'm gonna round myself around the corner just a little bit just to finish off this run. And then I'm gonna take myself home. All right. So that's my motivational speech for today, for this run. I don't even know how long I've been running now. 68 minutes. I've been doing a lot of walking. Been doing a lot of talking. Showing you guys the touristy places that you need to go. I'm glad I did this run. It means I don't have to do it again in the future with you, because you've seen it once. Once is enough. You've seen all the great locales. Next time I take you out here, it'll be to the DJ parties, man. It'll be to the DJ parties. Speaking of DJ parties, you know me, being a New Yorker, you know I love my house music. Just this past Sunday was Body and Soul NYC live in Tokyo with DJs Joe Clausel, Danny Crivet, Francois K, and Ariel Figueroa on lights. And they've been doing this annually, once a year, in Tokyo for 29 years. So that means 2026, next year, is going to be the big one. It's going to be the 30th anniversary. These guys are getting old. These guys are getting old, but they're still doing it. And I'm sure next year won't be the last year. It won't be the last one, but yeah. 30 years of this. All right. Got some people waiting behind me for the bus. You know, I try not to talk around people that are just standing around. They love to stare. They love to stare, so I just get quiet, not to draw any attention to myself. Am I embarrassed to be walking around with a camera? A little bit, not much, just a little. Oh man, these things are starting to hurt my feet. This is a lot firmer than what I remember them as. Probably because I wore out the insoles, probably, more or less. All this running, I probably made those insoles flattened out like pancakes. All right, 0.4 kilometers left to go. Oh man, whew. Look at me just running around inside a loop instead of a circle just to get this mileage in. The things you got to do to finish the run, bro. That's what you got to do. A man's got to do what a man's got to do. Yeah, but what are you going to do? Oh, man. I can't wait to make that comments video and start roasting up them haters, man. That's gonna be a good one. Lovely. It's my all-time favorite pastime. Roasting nuts. All right. Oh man, this is grueling. Counting it down. Whew. All right, guys. This thing is winding down. Let me speed up so I can hurry up and finish this. Because I'm trying to go back home, get showered up, eat me something nice, watch a movie maybe. Great movies coming out soon to the theater. I love going to the cinema. We got Superman and Fantastic Four next month. But I'm looking forward to Superman more than anything else. I am the biggest Christopher Reeve Superman fan of all time. Christopher Reeve was the epitome of the character. And this new Superman movie from James Gunn looks like a return to form. It doesn't look like it's going to be much in the vein of the Christopher Reeve movie, but, and it's not a continuation of that, by the way, but I think James Gunn understands the comic book character a lot more than previous directors ever did, meaning he understands it more than Zack Snyder, Bryan Singer did kind of a terrible job. What's his name? Brandon Routh was a perfect Superman follow-up. He was the perfect replacement for Christopher Reeve. And unfortunately, he was put inside of a bad movie. I don't think Superman threw a punch that whole movie. Now that I think about it, I don't think he threw a punch in the Christopher Reeve movie either. But he tangled with some bad guys, and he had some things to do. You know, he had some things to do. That movie was very story driven. Come on, that was written by Mario Puzo, the guy that wrote the freaking Godfather, man. That movie punched above its weight so much. To this day, I think Superman the movie 1978 is the greatest superhero movie of all time. You got everything inside of there. You got action, drama, romance, comedy. It embraced all facets, sci-fi, special effects, hope. Man, it embraced every facet of filmmaking that you could possibly imagine. Was all encapsulated inside of one film, and it all came together cohesively like glue, and it stuck its landing. Superman stuck its landing. Am I thinking that this James Gunn movie is going to be better than Superman 1 and 2? No, but I think it's going to be good for what it is, and I think it's going to be the best that it can be, and I'm highly looking forward to it, man. Highly looking forward to it. And with that said, 8K. All right, guys, let's go ahead and stop this. I would like to thank you guys for watching. You stuck this out with me. This run took me 1 hour and 12 minutes, unbelievably, at the very slow pace, because it includes my walking inside of there and showing you guys things. My very slow pace of 9 minutes per kilometer. Cadence 141. Average heart rate 127. So that lets you see how much effort I put into this run, which is not much at all. It was very easy. It was very much a recovery run. Go home, wash off all this sweat, and I'm going to enjoy myself. And for some reason, I got a hankering to watch Superman the movie tonight. I don't know. But I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Salute to you wherever you may be out inside the world. Keep running. God bless you. I love you all. Thank you for your support. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. And until next time, I'm out.